I am going to share with you the most beautiful thing I got to experience today. And this is unfiltered, unscripted, what was that word? Unedited, like someone said on here that influenced me. Today I got to experience a new version of my dad that I never experienced before in my life. You know, growing up, you see your parents a certain way. You see them as the adults. You see them as the responsible ones. You listen to them. You take their advice, their guidance, whatever. But my dad and my family has gone through a lot of changes in these past couple of years. And I think this is one of those times when I'm really seeing, and my dad is really seeing, and my sisters hopefully are seeing, that there's new versions of us coming out. And when you leave certain people behind, you leave them at a place with a version of you that no longer exists because you left them when you had that mindset. And I was just explaining this to my dad. It's like some people that are in your life that you're trying to figure out stuff with, some people only know you a certain way. And when you cut your access off from those people, they assume you're still that same person. They assume you're still the same way that you used to be. Because they don't know you any other way. They don't know the challenges, the sacrifices, the changes you've made for yourself, for your well-being, for, a better state of mind, for a better health. And I had to sit down and I sat with him for like 2 hours having a conversation about things that we never in our lives thought we would experience, And it was amazing. And I tell myself every day that everything happens for a reason. If this weekend didn't play out the way it did, I would not have been home today. I would not have had this conversation with my father the way that I had it. And I am so grateful for those moments that I can sit down with my dad, even if it's starting off the conversation with a complaint or an issue that I had. But we snowball off of that issue and then we go on to different topics and then we're able to express ourselves freely, And I think that's just so beautiful, and I am so grateful because every time I think about it, I just think, I didn't know I would ever know my dad like this. I didn't think I would ever get to experience him in a way and him experience me in a way that we can now. Because of the circumstances, because of the sacrifices we've made, because of the, decisions we've decided to take. So I just want to say, whoever's watching this, I hope you stick around if you feel like this message brought a little bit of comfort, I guess. I'm not looking for validation. I'm looking to do what I always do, which is spit the word that comes out of my mouth, say what sounds right, say what feels right, and share my knowledge with people, because these videos are out there forever, and I make videos for entertainment. I make videos like this from my heart. Everything's from my heart. Everything I make is who I am. I'm funny, I'm serious, I'm caring, I'm loving, I'm tender, I'm romantic, I'm hilarious, I'm outgoing, I'm a bright light that I shine on people, and I'm so aware of myself that I know when I trigger people certain ways, and I have that intuition to be like, I know the vibe you're giving me right now, because I may have felt it in the past towards other people. But regardless of everything that I'm blabbing about, rambling about, I just want to express my gratitude and hope that you guys get exactly what you're looking for in the ways you didn't think you would want them to be given to you. I hope that when you get surprises, when you get new things, when you get changes in your life, I hope you realize how important every step of the way is, and I hope you realize everything in your life is happening for a reason. The more you're aware of your actions, the more you're aware of how you talk to people, the more you're aware of how you perceive people, everybody's going to reflect you what you think of them. So I just want to share that moment I had today with my dad. And I sat there for 2 hours and I ignored my responsibilities, I ignored my messages, I ignored my music, I left my phone in the room, and I just sat there and I talked with him and we shared things. And you know, I wish I could show you guys the book that I'm writing in my head, you know. I wish I could just be like, here, look today, look what I wrote down and look what happened, and you can maybe get like a little projection of it, you know, like. And I know we all probably feel like that. I'm sure there's things that happen in all of our lives that we want to share with people, and in the moment, you know, if not trying to be on your phone or not trying to be distracted, you're enjoying that peace instead, and that in being present. But yeah, I just want to say I'm super happy and I'm super grateful of where I am and everything that happens to me. You know, I take every emotion that comes out of me with a grain of salt, meaning sometimes the emotions I feel are not my emotions. Sometimes the thoughts I'm thinking are not my thoughts. Today, I deep cleaned the fuck out of my sister's room, and I was crying because I felt a lot of heaviness inside that room. I felt a lot of just weight like pushing down on me, and the more that I fought against it, the more I was like, this isn't my energy. This is a purge I'm doing. I'm purging in this room. I'm cleansing it. I'm detoxing. I'm clearing the space. I'm helping my sister have a better state of mind and not see piles of clothes or not see trash and then like just stress herself out, you know. Like I do things, and I speak to my dad about all kinds of our family issues and all kinds of things that we're dealing with in this house, the people that live here, you know. And don't mind my curtain, it's crooked because I have to fix it. It's just for display. I gotta put a little thing behind it for the water. But yeah, I hope this video finds you, and always remember that those that are putting themselves out there in the world like this, we're doing it for a greater purpose. We're not sitting here looking for clout. We're not sitting here looking for validation. We're not sitting here looking to receive something, because we already have that in ourselves, and we're sharing it with the world. And we do it confidently, and we do it with fear, and we do it questioning if it's gonna reach the right audience, but we do it anyway. You feel the fear and you do it anyway, because you know at the end of the day it's with the best intentions, and you know it's always going to bring the best outcome for yourself and for the people around you. And you just got to keep going. Work on you every single day, and don't let people hold you back, because at the end of the day, the only person you can control, the only person you can change and be better for is yourself. That's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. When you go to bed, you lay yourself to sleep. You trust that you're going to wake up in the morning, and you do it again. You do it all over again. And you choose who you can be and who you want to be. So, with that being said, have a good night. I love you. And talk to you later.